The Nxtion is a family of people who believe in a common goal. And if you ask me what is that common goal, to love God, love people, create a wealthy community. So it's like 2005, I came here and I felt like there was a community, a whole community that is neglected by government, neglected by church. And I'm not sure, I know they are talented, but I'm not sure how there can be a platform for them to showcase what is inside them. So we started from Queens Road, Peckham, started gathering these young people from Queens Road to 87 Hay, that's Elephant and Castle. From there, we went on a journey back to Southeast London, then back to Elephant and Castle. Then we started to see a level of growth. So in hindsight now, looking at what is Nxtion family, remember it was Spark Ministries, it was Spark Nation, it's Nxtion family. It's gone through phases and things like that. But again, in hindsight, I just realized it's a collection of people who want better and who have decided to use as their textbook for what is better, Christianity, the word. That's the basis. So the prosperity and the community change is predicated on the word of God. So that's how much I can describe Spark Nxtion or Nxtion family, of the family as it is now. Just young people who want better, a platform for them to manifest what God has put inside them. I remember Pastor Sam's mom bringing Pastor Sam to me, then Sam, when he came out of prison. I didn't even know he served time in prison. I just know that the mom was saying something about her son, and I just felt, you know what, come live with me or just follow me about whatever. Just the normal church way. Because remember, we were just doing church, but again with young people at the center. So from then, it was following, I think it became Evangelist Sam. The same way Pastor Honye came, of course he didn't serve time in jail. Then others. So these guys, these young men and women, have just been following for a while. And because they've been following for a while, they've had to fight many battles. Battles just mean that one level of growth to another. You face different challenges, things that cause you out to become normal, and they refuse to be normal. So I think everyone in the family is potentially a general as they fight their daily battles, focusing on the vision and the goal of the house. So, but I told Sam's story to just say that that's how they evolved. They are leaders, family heads, people who understand this vision and have been around it for a while. I think those are the people that we refer to as generals, so they can tell stories of different kind of things they've had to do in order to make sure that the vision stays alive. Most of them started leading house fellowships. In those days, house fellowship is just, for example, you have a group of people who come to the church. They live in, let's say, Croydon. So everyone who lives in Croydon and its environs, they gather in Croydon or somewhere around Croydon. If you live in East London, for example, you gather with other people in East London. Churches do that, but the difference with this is it then changed from house fellowships to community units. So we had the Hackney Life Community Unit. As the name suggests, it means that it serves people in Hackney. You're just looking for how can young people there stop crime or crime-related offenses, live a better life, and then help their community. And so from community units, it became, I remember this Sunday, this is so interesting, that the trap house concept came up. Imagine, I've been living in this country for so long and I didn't know trap house. And so, but later as more young people started coming to the church, I understand the concept of trap house as it were, outside of this space. And so we said we're going to have trap houses. And then we named ours Take Risk and Prosper. You know, in house fellowships, all of you in that area, like I said, you all come together, you clap, you sing, you meet each other, and you go to your houses. Then we realized that there's more need for people, especially young people that have needs. Maybe it's accommodation, and some not even accommodation, common prosperity. Common prosperity means that you can all get a better, bigger space because you all contribute toward having a better, bigger space. It's common prosperity, commonwealth, things like that. And so we started to evolve, like I said, from house fellowship to community units to trap houses without drugs, of course. The drug there is just addiction to success and prosperity and saving lives ultimately, because that's what we use prosperity for, to save lives. Then it became economic development centers. And imagine, all these houses were supposed to build businesses. The giving aspect of it is to put ourselves on the run in a good, healthy competition so that no house or section is sleeping. And so we have targets of giving because we want to make sure those houses are really, really prospering so that they just don't have the name Take Risk and Prosper. So there are many things that led to that. I remember the first trap house was, for me was Vauxhall. Imagine, I had then a 1-bedroom flat in Vauxhall. Dari was living there, Pastor Dari now, and maybe 2 or 3 others. Then from there we went to Caulfield Road in Peckham. That was a 3-bedroom, I was actually 2.5 bedroom. Then from there we went to, what's this area called now? Petwood. We went to Petwood, and that was crazy. Then from there to Beckenham, and then from there, the ones you guys will know the most is Pinecombe. Pinecombe was a major hub. Pinecombe was the first time we got on newspaper. So you've seen that newspaper advert. I'm going to call it advert because it just made us known. But it was criticism. Daily Mail. Blah, 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 cousin, pastor, runs overnight parties, blah, 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 blah. We were just praying. It's our trap house. Like, people were there. Then, at that time, pardon me, there's only one trap house. So everybody was always in what I'll call my house. It's not really my house, it's all of us house. Then from there, Pastor Sam started his own house, and other houses came. So that's the gist of trap house, really, or of the houses, which now the question is, what do these family heads do? They run these houses. They make them viable. They make them scalable. They make sure, like a father in a house, they control the environment of the house and oversee the growth of individuals in the house.